And it doesn't mean that you're being feminine or she's being masculine. It just means that this is the way this shit fits. And the more that I say it, I say I'm a very masculine woman, but I love me some fucking man. Like that's just the way it is. I want a man. I want a masculine man who wants a female. Like that's the way. When I say masculine man, I want a man who wants a woman, but he doesn't have to be ambitious or fucking look a certain way. I just want him to be secure. And what my idea of a man is somebody who is not afraid to lead, who is not afraid to, I don't know. This is why I have a hard time even when I say I want somebody who fits like a glove for me. A man who feels good in his own skin, a man, because I feel like a woman. I am a woman, but I have this ambitious traits that may have been there before, that may have been there since birth, or may have been because I did not have a good father figure in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why I am the way I am. Maybe because I saw my mom getting beat, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like, fuck that fucking nigga who ain't, like maybe all of this conditioning that I went through is why I'm such a go-getter. But I'm still very passive when it comes to my partner who's a protector. I think for me, of course I would want to protect my family too, but I want my man to not even, I want my man to come in there and try to fucking save everybody. That's the kind of man. And I don't know if it's related to masculinity or manhood. I don't know yet. But see, I think I'm trying to, while I'm writing this book, see, like kind of like put spotlight on the differences and what the masculine really wants from the feminine and the feminine really wants from the masculine. But what you just now said when you said how she processes honesty, you basically said you want honesty because you want to give it up. You want somebody who can receive that shit, and you want to because it compels you to give it.
And someone who can give it as well. Like I want her to be honest with me because at the end of the day, I want to like be better as well, right?
I
If
want to
you
be real
point
with
out,
you.
yeah, if you point out my shortfall, I will try to work on it. I mean, so
It's the same, Wayne. It's the same thing with us, and that's why again I'm finding myself in a little bit of a quagmire because we want honesty too. The problem is that we have a lot of lying ass motherfuckers who think that we can't handle the truth, and so they just stop giving it to us. And I think for me, one of my biggest issues is that I struggle with whether or not it was even possible for a man in his natural nature to want and be happy with just one woman. You know what I mean? And a lot of like you just now said, you said monogamy is a choice. Simple as that.
yep,
And it's like it's the same thing with us. We choose. I can. You know how many guys? How you just now said your friend said to you, "Damn, it's so hard to meet a woman," right? And you said, "Look, it's a numbers fucking game." It's the same thing with us. Men, I can walk in a fucking supermarket and not have makeup on or nothing, and a fucking man will try to get my number. Like
yep,
that's just so we have to turn down so much more men than y'all have to turn down women, and we
yep.
and we managed to do it. So we see how y'all could be in a whole full on fucking relationship, married and everything, kids and everything, and still fuck it all up by cheating. And so I'm not
Okay, like here's the thing. Let me add to that, okay? But
saying,
there's a difference. There's a difference, right? Like you guys have trained your whole life in saying no because all the time you guys get the opportunity given to you. Like people are keep asking you for that. Do you know how many girls come up to no, that's not useful. Like an average dude, right? Asking for numbers and um like trying to have sex with them. On average, is none. None. Right? So whenever like all of a sudden, like here's the funny thing about guys in relationship. Girls love that shit for some reason.
what?
Girls like guys who are in relationship and um and married and try to seduce them to a point that they make that mistake.
That's not
I'm
now.
saying that I'm not talking about you, okay?
But it's not like a, oh my God, girls are more. It's not the case. What it is, some women, they like a man who has self-control. So it's not necessarily that we're looking for that man, but when we see that man who seems to be respecting the woman and he's cute or whatever, and we don't have that at home, I guess it's attractive for us to see strength. This is what I say too. Strength. Strength of character, strength of your physical, how you take care of yourself, strength to turn down a motherfucker who just got pussy just all in your face, strength to hold your tongue, strength to not beat somebody ass just because you can, strength to
Yep.
be soft, strength to be honest. We like to see strength because you got so many men who just don't have it. They want to flash. They're just trying so fucking hard. So when you actually do see a man who has a wedding ring on, who ain't afraid to wear a fucking wedding ring, who's
Mhm.
respectful of him and his, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't go out of my way looking for it, but when I come across somebody like that, it is attractive. There is a self-control that we are attracted to, and that man has to make, because he feels it too. So he has to maintain them. But I wouldn't say
Exactly.
right.
But the thing is like, imagine not being able, like, from not being able to have it easily to being presented to you all of the sudden, you will want to, like, hey,
You know
like,
what? You know what? I absolutely understand what you're saying.
yeah.
And the way you say it, I don't know, because I know this. I know that a lot of guys are constantly trying to play the numbers game, and they get rejected more than they get a yes or a real number. And so it's hard for them to actually cut all that shit off when they find somebody who likes them and it's going well. It makes
You
sense
know,
to me now
and
why.
and also here's the most fucked up shit, especially in Singapore, right? Um, not gonna say names, not gonna say whose friend it is. Let's just pretend that it's my friend.
Okay.
Okay. So this guy is have a girlfriend, but he have the urge to always go to find prostitute, and and it's wrong, right? So I
If
I
he's
tell him,
lying
like,
about it, if he's lying to somebody,
he's
yeah.
lying about it. He's lying about it. Like, and and there is a rumor saying that when sometimes he went and fucked the prostitute without a condom. So it is very, like, it's disgusting, right? Like, how can you do that? First of all, how many motherfuckers have,
No self-respect, number one,
yeah.
for himself
So
though. If you don't have, somebody else told me this, if you don't have self-respect for yourself, you don't even know, you can't even process or fathom self-respect for somebody else.
yeah, no, you don't even understand what respect means.
Period. So the reason why he's doing that is because he doesn't have any, he don't love himself. Like, I mean, nobody, because you're putting your own health at harm's way. Never mind the wife who you're fucking after that.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
putting
yeah.
your own health in harm's way, fucking somebody who you just met, who you don't know.
Yeah.
That's so clearly there's something wrong. So it boils down to, you're not cheating because you don't respect her. You're cheating because you don't love yourself. And you're just thinking carnal. You're just thinking with your pleasure senses, and you're not, your brain and your thing ain't connected.
Hmm.
That's that. But again, if you're an intelligent person, I mean, come on, you got married, you know what marriage looks like, you know all that shit. But
Hmm.
to do that, you have no self-control and you have no self-respect. So meeting
Hmm.
a man, a woman who comes across a man who clearly has a good head on his shoulder, who has self-respect and self-control, it's attractive. And I don't necessarily think that women, some do, because you got some fucking women who don't have self-respect or self-control. But in most cases, a woman just wants that closeness. She's intrigued by it, and it may come across or lead to her trying to, or taking, or getting a little too close. But it's an attraction because a lot of guys don't have it. More often than not, men don't display self-control and that strength. And he'll be married, he'll have a girlfriend, he'll be well over fucking 20 and 25 years old, but there is this mentality, get it where I can when I can. And no crumbs left on the table. And this is why I keep talking about my book, because I'm trying to, it's like a PSA to the fuck boys. Like, it's like, look, you got to understand that if you're intelligent enough to make a choice that you want to build something with me, which takes intelligence, in my opinion, then you understand how to make a contract,
You
which,
know, this remind me of a quote that you know Jordan Peterson, right?
yeah,
He said this. He said, a man that is soft and incapable of violence do not get the respect as much as someone who have the capacity for violence but choose not to use it.
absolutely.
Right? So
Go ahead.
he said, like, when I heard that, I'm like, holy shit, like that is so true all across the board. Even if it's not just violence, right?
Mhm.
The the man that is capable of cheating but choose not to cheat have more respect given to him than a man that fuck every girls that he meet.
But it also goes in alignment with what I asked you before when you said monogamy is a choice.
Mm-hmm.
You said it's not natural. Just like how you said peace is a choice. It's not natural. You know,
Yeah.
so that goes back to it. For you to be able to steal but choose not to, you
Mm-hmm.
because you have self-control. But
Mm-hmm.
I needed that before I really went in on my book. I wanted to add, I need to talk to men, especially a man who I know is married, who I know, you know what I'm saying, who wanted to be married, who was
Yeah.
in this union and know, and you're not in an open marriage. I needed to
Yeah.
talk to you and understand the mindset in which, and in which you, as a man, your male friends in that world, how you perceive, how you think, why you get married, and why you cheat if you do. And because I have my perception, I know what guys have said that cheated on me. I know what guys have told women who are my friends who have been cheated on. And it seriously, like, we have to consider, which is hard for us to consider, because yes, we're the ones always getting hit on. So we're constantly we're constantly being fed the compliments. So if I'm constantly being fed the compliments, I'm not hungry for them. I'm not fishing for them, because they're already, I know I could go to the fucking store and I could, bat my eyes a certain way and do to think, hey, they just come. But to imagine, yeah, women, number one, society is not really just like, a lot of guys, when a woman proposes to them or when a woman, comes up to them, they talk, it's almost like they brag about it. My wife approached me, my wife saw me, my wife proposed to me, because it's so unheard of. It's not something that we're trained to do. So a lot of this shit is actually socially programmed in us. A man who has a lot of women is kind of revered more than a woman who sleeps with a lot of fucking men. It's like she's a hoe. Why? Because what the fuck are you sleeping with all these men for? No man will want to marry you, and you should be looking for marriage. A man, you guys are constantly trying to get women and constantly dealing with rejection. So the more you can hold on to, it's like, oh shit, he's able to maintain all of these women, and it's also perceived that you can financially support them too. So it all goes back into, are you a good provider? So for us, we're trained to be exclusive. No, 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 no. We're saving ourselves for the one who's a fucking alpha male who takes what he wants and doesn't ask for it, right? But we also want to tame him. But the moment we tame him, and this is what Patrice O'Neill was saying, the moment we fucking tame him, the moment we tell him he cannot go fishing anymore, we take away the very fucking thing that made us say yes to him in the first place.
Yeah.
And this is the continuous fucking delicate dance that the masculine and feminine does. And this is why I want to talk about it, because that thing, that self-control, and what I say, the self-control, that a man has, what I'm about to say may seem weird, but I say self-control in the sense that when a man has multiple options, right? If he has a whole lot of women that he can choose from, but he takes his time in deciding who the fuck he's going to give his heart to, who he's going to cut off all the other women for. If if we like the fact that he's not chasing us as hard as the other guys. Because now it's bugging on our ego. We're so used to men like clawing after us. What the fuck? Why is he not calling me like this? Why ain't he calling me like Roberto calling me? What the fuck is going on? Oh, he think he got options. So the self-control he has to not be fawning over me because of the way I bat my lashes or how big my butt is or how high my titties are. Like the fact that he's not like like a dog is the self-control I mean that we want in a man. So the fact that he's like he must like somebody else. He must be so it's all ego, all fucking ego. And so
So
when you
here's the thing. That's nothing new to me.
okay.
So how the thing is like when I have options, right? I always choose the one that has not slept with multiple people. So so and I'm not I'm playing hard to get as fuck as well.
Wait.
Everyone like
You always choose the one who didn't sleep with multiple people, or you choose the one that you like the most.
no, the one that doesn't sleep with multiple people, plus the
Even
one that looks good, okay? But I
so,
don't just so here's the thing, right? Why I have options is because I realize when people throw themselves at me and the girls that have not slept around a lot saw that hey, he has self-control of not wanting this girl. He must be a good man, right? So she will throw herself at me, and I will pretend that I don't want her, although I know that I you know, she is has not been ran through as you know what I mean. So I'm like,
the more I talk to you, the harder it is for me to see the divide. We are the same. That we are the fucking same. Women do the same thing. I don't want, even though I know he has all these options, I don't want him if he's for the fucking streets. Like if everybody can get him, I don't want him. Even if he is the hottest motherfucker ever. I want the one who has all these options, but he chooses me, or he sees my value or worth, or maybe all the girls like him or whatever. But I'm not gonna give in to him until he puts all those motherfuckers at the back burner. Like I want him because he ain't chasing me, but he's in my orbit, and I see that all these other girls want him. But if I know he fucking Tina, Sheena, Maria, Dina, I'm not gonna make him my man because I know I'm just one of many others.
yeah,
I want him because he has options and he's not like a fucking dog on a bone with me, ego. But I won't make him my man until I know that I got him on my fucking leash. There is such, even when I just said that, I don't want you. I want you because you ain't on my leash. But the moment I get you on my leash, there's a part of me that is now looking at you like this motherfucker's on my leash. Like it's such a it's psychologically, I don't know what the fucking flip is about. And in the moment that he shows me that he does not have to stay on my leash, then all of a sudden the panties come off again. Like I'm completely back in the thing because it's all about knowing that your partner doesn't need you. That's how
mm,
women think. The women think like I don't know if men are, but knowing that he ain't gonna fall apart, like that motherfucker ain't gonna just rest all his shit on me. There's that self-control. Self-control enough not to let me dominate you or anybody else.
yep.
But also self-control enough to be vulnerable enough to with me to tell me how you feel about me, be honest with me, be real, but not to the point where you allow me to walk all over you. And there's it's a delicate dance. And I'm thinking, listening to what you're saying, that it's very similar when it comes to the way a man thinks as well.
I mean, that's my point of view. So
I am grateful. All right. Now we have to conclude our interview at some point because
yeah, we should.
I
It's
have
taking too long.
I know, right? I have two more questions. One question is, what is your advice to other artists looking to make it in the music game or to live a life that is as fulfilling and happy that you've been able to achieve?
um, Focus on your why.
Okay. Exciting.
Why are you doing it?
Okay.
You know, if your why is tangible, then it's wrong. If your why is intangible, then chances are you are having the same like the right why.
Okay.
Like Tangible means like you can measure it. Like, oh, I want money,
Yeah.
but you know, I want to hit my first $1 million doing music. Then no, it's the wrong focus. Like if you want to spread a message of positivity, yes, how like that is intangible. How
Yeah.
how many,
Right.
and how positive, like what is positive. So once you keep asking yourself why and have enough why, then the things the path will be easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you do you have like what is your latest music project that you're working on now? And would you like to share a little piece of it with us here today?
I don't know if I can do that though. Like, can I
You no, I mean you live,
live?
acapella.
I mean, I have one song. Let me play it. If you can hear it, let me know.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just a demo right here. Okay.
Okay.
Um, it's not mixed properly, but
No worries at all.
oh no, I just show this one. No, why I went to Thailand. This song and the music video is coming out next month.
Okay. January.
Can you hear it?
It's muffled. It's cutting
Oh.
in and out.
So much dough, and now I want to spend I don't want to hope. Bro, then I leave you up in smoke. You know they won't miss you when we go. They'll miss you probably.
Okay, so
So
can you hear it?
I if you send it to me, I could play it on top of this audio, but I can't hear it enough for them to actually hear and make it out. But sing it to me. Sing us the melody live.
Okay, so okay, I can't sing. I have sore throat. I can't sing it in optimal, but the chorus goes, "You already know, my mind is on my dough.
So stop right there. Stop right there. I heard the melody. You already know my
No,
mind
my
is on
mind
my
is on my
door.
dough, and I won't spend no dollar on a hoe.
And I
Front on my
want to
friend,
know. What's the rest?
front on my bro. Then I leave you up in smoke, 'cause you know they won't miss you when you go. So
Run on my bro, and I leave you up in
up
smoke.
in smoke.
Cause you
Uh,
already know they
Cause,
will miss
cause
you
you
when
know they won't miss you when you go. They won't miss you when you go. So yeah,
you. What's the song called?
up in smoke.
Up in Smoke.
Yeah.
Listen, and this is what I mean when I say hip hop and R&B, because even though this man is a positive person, motivational speaker, he still keep it all the way real. I fucking love it. Did you actually make the track yourself or no?
Oh no, Willie sent it to me.
Okay, okay, okay.
So when I heard the beat and I saw the title, I just ran with it. So that's the thing that came to mind. Then I'm like, then I sent it back to him. He said let his artists hear it, and they were like, dude, I love this. They're like, okay, so if you love it, please do it in English, because I
Okay,
want to try to make it international.
absolutely.
So
Okay.
it was like, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
So you said it's coming out in January.
I hope. He
Okay.
said it's coming out in January. So
He's in charge of the releases.
yeah, because it's his song. I'm just
Un-
on the chorus. Yeah,
Understood. Did you write the course?
I did it. I did.
Okay, okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had, oh my God, I hope you had as much fun as I did on this artist interview. Sorry if it was a little long-winded, but again, me and Wayne were catching up, and then we started talking about this and this and this and this and this, and that's how artists are. You know, we're creative people, and we're constantly inspired from one thought to the next by each other. I have added all of Wayne's social media links, so feel free to go and check out his original content. Again, he's one of those people that I hold in high regards only because he's living his message, you know, and we're all on our own journey, but I'm really proud to say that I see his growth. I admire what he's doing, and I'm very happy to be on this journey with another artist who is sharing their content with the world, cares about people's well-being, and understands the importance of us kind of like motivating each other and rooting each other on. Because like, you know, this life can be hard. It can be tough sometimes. And we know how powerful music is. And we are the artists who are compelled to share that music with the world, and we also need to be uplifted sometimes. So I'm grateful that he is somebody who is an uplifter of people as well.
Oh, thanks. No, I should thank you for this.
Mhm.
But before I go, I wanna have like I came across this quote quite often, and I think it will resonate with you, and I love it.
Mhm.
It says, "Life is suffering, but to live is to find meaning in that suffering." So I find that very, very meaningful.
You know, I love it. I love it. And
Because
it's like
once you find meaning in suffering, you realize that most of it is just lessons for you to grow.
you realize that don't like you shouldn't wrap your head around the suffering and try to eliminate the suffering. You should actually just figure out what is worth suffering for. You know, like
What's the meaning of this suffering? Is it a
yeah,
lesson? Is it something that I should
because
let other learn from it as well? Or
well, when you why I say what I said is like everything is you know, everything in life has a weight to it, right? Everything in life, this material world we're on has a weight to it. It's the
yep,
opposite of the spiritual plane. So the question is only what's worth carrying.
yep,
So that's what reminds me of what you just now said. It's like at the end of the day, stop worrying about that part. Worry about what it is that you want, what you want to get out of it. Like, okay, love can be one of the most beautiful things in the world, but it can also cause some of the most, uh, you know, some of the most heart-wrenching pain.
yeah,
So do you just want to throw the whole idea of love or the experience of love away because it also can possibly come with this other painful shit? Or do you say, listen, it's worth it because I know it could also come with something that could transform me and make me the best version of myself possible? So you have to decide how am I gonna
yeah,
what am I gonna carry and how the fuck am I gonna be equipped to carry it?
yeah,
Because I want it all. I want if I'm here, I signed up to be here. I don't know all the details, but I'm here. So what
yeah,
the fuck how can I suit up to get the best experiences possible and minimize the pain because I now found a way to extract the lesson versus deal with the suffering that is also attached to the experience.
yeah, yeah,
Wayne, we need to fucking write a book together. So let's
yeah.
no, I'm saying because no, seriously, we got some shit to say, and I think it's necessary for the world to hear because it's for the greater good of everybody. It's for the upliftment of the
Yeah,
society.
I would love that. I would love that.
So it will be done.
Be done. It'll be done.
Thank
That's the
you.
goal next year.
Absolutely, it's at 2024. Let's do it. All right.
Yeah.
So again, this has been Musicians on Gigs artist interview with Wayne Lee-Rocka. Check out his original music. Check out his original content. Follow him. Get to know him as an artist. Get to know him as a person. You won't be disappointed. Thank you again, Wayne, for being with me. And until next time, guys. Peace out.
But peace.
Bye.